3. Hey! It's been a while.
We got to do the intro.
Well, I feel like it's been done.
Oh, yeah, true. This is something different, isn't it?
Yeah, we're back. We're here.
We're not back, though.
But also we're not back. We shed that skin. And
Sorry
we're different
to
people
anyone
now.
listening or watching.
No, good work, anyone who's listening. We're not sorry. We're no. You're lucky. You're lucky you've got the new Kira and Brenton. Or Kiz and Breezy. Yeah. But I think, honestly, the last time we've recorded was last year, so we've got a lot to catch up on.
When was the last time?
I think June, July. So nearly a year ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the big changes for you since then?
Well, the reason I asked is because I'm not exactly sure what I was doing at that moment in time and how different it is / isn't.
Do you want me to give you a few moments to have a look at your camera roll to figure out?
No, because I probably cleared that time space off my phone.
Okay.
I definitely was working a job. And I'm not now.
True.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
So briefly explain that.
Yeah, I don't know how much context to give. I was working a job for probably a year, making merch for companies.
Yeah, so this time last year you were working a job and now you're not.
Yeah, I quit that bish to go full time in music, and I'm still doing it. So success. Trying to figure out what to do next. There's a lot of floating things around right now, like a show, going fully physical with the sales, just making more music, doing a multi-day, multi-session intensive with Flow State, more shows, freaking more music.
Do you want to do a little brief thing about what you do and who you are as well? Because there also could be new listeners or people who haven't watched the whole catalogue of our episodes to understand what you do and who you are and where your passion is and all of that.
Okay.
I can do it for you. Hey, I'm Breezy and I'm a producer. I'm trying to think of when you go busking,
Oh, okay,
what
you
you
want
say.
a busking intro?
Yeah.
What's up, people? My name is Breezy. I make some rap music. I'm going to play some rap music here for you right now. Not that I am. That's what I say when I go busking. Yeah, I make beats. I rap sometimes. All this music's made in DY, which is where we're at right now at Flow State Studio. I make it all. It's pretty crazy. Go check it out, man.
Yeah. So, and you also help produce and engineer and record and mix and master for artists.
Yeah. Yeah, I help other people make their music.
Yeah, and content as well.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. Not as much, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's still things you do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this time last year, you're working printing t-shirts.
Yeah.
And you were still working on the business and growing the business. But now this has become your full-time gig. So pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm harsh critic of myself sometimes. So have I really done it? I don't know.
Well, there's always so much to aim for, right? And when we have a dream, it's I know for me, it's the end destination is the dream, and I haven't achieved that yet. So it's I'm not there yet, but still you're on the path and you're in the progress and you've progressed a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, things are changing. And it seems to be in an upward trajectory, so I'll take that. By the way, right now, this lamp that's behind her, I'm just seeing the pink glow just perfectly around the top of her head.
For those on video.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. From my angle. I should get a photo of this. Boom.
Hell yeah. Halo moment. Okay, so I guess for me, my little intro and who I am, I have completed my bachelor. I finished at the end of last year. Yay! In psychology or psychological science. But that doesn't make you a psychologist, so you've got to keep studying. So this year, next week, I'm starting my postgraduate diploma, an online course that will go for 16 months part-time. And I'm really stoked about that and to actually be continuing learning. I've also been looking into like acceptance and commitment therapy and schema therapy and family dialogue and all of that stuff in the background as well before I start this new course. Just trying to get a bit more of an understanding of what direction I'm wanting to go, who I'm wanting to serve, and what tools I am wanting to use to do it. Apart from that, I'm working at an integrative health clinic. I work on reception and sometimes, and I also help out with some content. Sometimes that includes like social posts, sometimes that's newsletters. And I've just been really enjoying that aspect of things as well, and just learning about business and behind the scenes kind of things and promotional strategies and marketing and all of that. And I think Brendan and I have a lot of that in common. Like, I think a few of the threads of similarity and commonality between us is our philosophy on life. We have very similar like core values and interests as well. Like, we both have like big visions that we support each other on and are kind of like co-creating and talking about and developing and working towards. And yeah, I just think that's super, super cool to be in a partnership that we both have those big goals, big aspirations. But it's interesting to also hear you be like, oh, but I haven't achieved, like, yeah, I'm doing music full time, but like, yeah, like what? It's like, that's huge, you know? And acknowledging where we're on the path is so important.
Yeah.
Because if we don't acknowledge it now, how are we going to acknowledge it when we're there? Because it's gonna continue to grow. Our visions are gonna get bigger. So, yeah. Proud of you.
Thanks, babe.
I think it's super cool that you're doing this. And I'm proud of myself as well. So, yeah.
We're killing it.
Yeah. Anything else about me? Yeah, I care a lot about wellness and health and mental health, and I'm finding like learning about business really interesting at the moment. And something that we both have been doing is delving into Brendan's always been doing this, and I have like a little bit with like Alex Hormozy and like a lot of business strategists and scaling, and I don't know what to call them, but like
business.
But recently, because I've not started my uni course, I've been like doing webinars like left, right and center, and trying to learn as much as I can to one day implement into my own business. And this is a little teaser to come. I'm going to do like another episode after this one about it specifically. But yeah, I've registered an ABN. I've got a business name, and she's a business girl.
What's the business?
It's called... I just blanked.
The
Inner Space.
Yeah.
The Inner Space. But there'll be more on that coming. Don't you worry.
Keeping all the business plans under wraps.
Yeah. Well, I think I want to do a full thing dedicated to it.
Oh, yeah, true.
I think it's like a big area.
New video coming next week.
Coming soon, the one after this one. Yeah. So what have been the biggest shifts or lessons? And I've got it for last year, but it doesn't have to be that specifically. Just like for me, I feel like there's been shifts and lessons within these last 2 months, within the start of this year, that has been big and has shifted the way I view life and the way I'm going about my life, I guess.
Yeah.
So what are those for you? What are those shifts?
Dude, business is fucking hard. That's a big shift. And like...
Is it? I feel like it's... I
But
feel like
like,
you've always said it's hard.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just begin to recognize it on so many levels. Like, you conquer one boss, you move to the next room, and the next boss is 10 times bigger than the last one, and you're like, fuck. And you just realize that the whole journey is just that.
Totally. But then you also have more resilience because you've showed yourself you can do that before. So you actually also are willing to take on the task of doing the thing too.
Yeah.
Which is huge, because I just remembered even the fact of like starting a podcast, how big that feeling felt.
Yeah.
And then how big like editing the first thing was, the emotional roller coaster, like all of the things to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously there's that transitions into other things and other new beginnings, but like, you know that you've got this built up catalogue of everything that you have done before.
Yeah. But
Side note.
that's a realization I've made, and just trying to recognize that I've had similar moments in my life before where I've just felt like I have no idea what I'm doing. You know? And just that feeling of complete, like, it's almost like you're falling in the void and you're trying to grab onto anything, but nothing you can really hold on to. And I know I've felt like that before, and looking back at those periods of time, that was always the period that was right before the biggest moment of growth. Like, I remember feeling this way, like nothing's working, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then that becomes a story of, I learnt this and now I'm here. Type beat.
Yeah, you first have to dive off the diving block.
Yeah.
And you're in floating limbo.
But I feel like you don't have a choice. You know?
What do you mean?
Like, you can't just stay the same.
No, yeah. Like, you took the plunge.
Like, you're either choosing
You're
to...
choosing to take the plunge. Not always.
But even then,
not always.
Is it really my decision? You know? Like, I don't know who's got their hands on the wheel. You know what I mean? Is it me or is it... Fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got no control of this. I mean, I do, but like, I really don't as well. Yeah.
See, I feel like very in control at the present, and very like, I think really it's just action steps. It's like, you do this, then you do like, and because you're stacking actions, not all of them are as like grand or as like poof or as like big as kind of what you thought, but like by doing things it unlocks more, uncovers more, have deeper understanding, have better understanding, have more opportunities to then select what you want and where you want to go from there. It's like you're continually opening up more paths, more options, and then refining through your intention and your purpose.
Yeah, it's just the natural progression of things.
What do you feel like you're swimming in right now? What's the void for?
What's the void for?
Yeah, like why, what's the quest that got you into this void?
Well, I really think, and I guess like I've seen the vision of it, but just like the size and the it's not really the size and it's not really the quality. It's like a mixture of both, of the amount of value that I feel like I could provide if I can implement the right systems and gather the right people and align them towards that goal. You know what I mean? Like, it's about, right now the biggest challenge is just being able to make content that attracts those people. Like, I feel like when you can do that, attract the people that you're looking for, like, everything becomes so much easier. Like, you can gain so much more momentum.
Yeah. So
I
maybe
don't
that's a
think
good
that really
trend.
answered the question, did it?
That's okay. That's a good transition into, like, what steps you've taken then in order to help you in this, you know, in this quest for understanding your audience. And like, I feel like that made sense to me. So a question that I have, because I've been doing all these webinars and looking at different programs and offerings and things like that, and also hearing different perspectives of people who have gained mentorship and hearing how helpful it is just to be around a sphere of people that are in the same space as you. Like, because, you know, the closest people in proximity are the people you become like. So by that metric and by that understanding, it's like, it makes a lot of sense. But for me, it's like, I guess because, I haven't found that right person yet for me to get mentorship from. But I think it would be really valuable. But it's also a trust issue, which is like...
What do you need mentorship in? Like, what do you...
Well, it's just support, right? In, like, helping you with the systems, giving you guidance. Hey, what's working really well for you? What's not working really well for you? And I was going to ask you, because you've recently joined a program where you're learning things, and I wanted to know, like, how that's going for you, what you're learning, and if you see it as valuable for you, and if you'd recommend me to get one.
I think it is valuable, just strictly for the information that he has and because he's grown a massive personal brand for himself, so he knows how to build a connection with someone over the social media. His course is basically...
Did you want to say their name or not?
I mean, I can. It's not necessarily like...
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
I don't know. It's just like, well, what it's about.
Tom Nosk's.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's how you say his name. I think it's Noske or Noski. Noski? But it's Nosk. Anyway, it's his course. It's called Time to Build. And
not sponsored, by the way. Just interesting.
I just, I think it's for people who... One, if you have an audience and you want to monetize it, I reckon what he's doing is fucking... You could definitely do that. It's mainly at this point through... Well, workshops are used as lead magnets and then he helps you develop your core offer and then, you know, go to town. There's a lot of cohort people in there, which are cohorters for like another course. And there's a lot of people like going in there to learn how to do what he's doing to make money, which I don't think you should do that if that's your intention. You need to already have a business, understand where you want to go with that business, and then number one, marketing is your bottleneck. Like, you just can't get enough leads, and or you don't know how to convert those leads in a sales funnel. So marketing and sales is a lot, like, it's focused on that, which a lot of courses are.
Yeah. So do you think you've learnt anything specifically different than like one that we both look at is like Alex Hormozy?
Yeah.
Have you learnt different things there, or has it been additional? Like, what's the difference that you see?
Well, they haven't really covered a lot of the same topics as each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And I mean, like, Tom's going to in this course, and it'd be interesting what the crossover's like. But just crafting an offer is so important. And if you can do that well, it kind of does everything for you, you know?
So his main thing is the offer.
Tom,
Yeah.
well, it's not his main thing, but
The thing that you feel like you're getting out of it.
I wouldn't say that's the main thing. I'd say the main thing is his ability to like connect with people on social and like build a personal brand. Yeah. Because if you can build a personal brand, like that's marketing. And if you have an offer that suits your avatar that are attracted to your personal brand, you're just going to make a shitload of money, you know? Because it's valuable and it solves a pain point for an audience that is attracted to your personal brand.
Interesting. I wonder, like, again, like how different that would be to like Jun Yu. I don't know how do we say his name.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his name either, like Jun Yu or something.
Yeah, but I've been doing his free boot camp, which has been like, I missed it this morning because it was starting at 4 a.m. and I thought that they would do like a replay, but they didn't, because yesterday they did. Or no, not yesterday, the day before. It's like every second day it's 4 hours and they cover a different kind of topic. But yeah, that was super interesting and helpful, and it has helped me develop kind of like a content strategy for the inner space. And to understand, how to get my purpose and why I'm wanting to create it and put it into language and messaging and into structure that would resonate with the people that I'm interested in. So that's been cool. But I think like, it's helpful to have teachers and to have people that can explain concepts to you, because they've obviously taken information, run it through their lived experience, and are able to condense and combine a lot of information. So it's cool, and it's interesting and easier than reading a book about it. Yeah.
It's crazy. While you were saying that, I just got like this flashback of Alex Hormozy told this story once of like when he on his come up and he was like figuring stuff out, that I think he said he joined a course, and that course said do webinars, and he tried to do a webinar and it didn't really work for him until he just said fuck it and said, I'm just going to teach people exactly what I've done, even if I don't think that's all that valuable. I'm not sure if that's what he said, but that's kind of my reflection on that. But it's like, generally speaking, you have the most authority selling something you've already done.
Yeah.
And you just have to find something that you've already done that other people would want to do.
Totally.
And you just help them do that.
Yeah. I feel like that's how the whole webinar world makes sense. Yeah. Another note. I did my first workshop, which has been a goal and a dream of mine for a long period of time. And I feel like I only really felt like, like this feels more within reach, like last year. But I had no concept of what I would do it on, and that whole process of creating it and brainstorming and all of that felt like daunting. But so another little side note, another little tangent.
Side notes? No.
I was running in Manly Dam. I was training for a 22-kilometre trail run in Tassie during February. And in January, when I got back from Japan, I injured my ankle. And then it meant I couldn't train anymore and wasn't able to make the run anymore. But on the day before I injured my ankle and as I was running, I had this idea for a workshop. And it was based around elements. Again, I'll go more into this workshop in this next episode. But I think that it was an unfortunate thing to happen, like the ankle, but it gave me opportunity to really reflect on what I wanted, gave me time, a lot more indoor time to actually get the things done. And and just a slower pace to like be able to reflect and reassess and understand like my next move. And I'm honestly so grateful for it. I'm grateful for my injury. I'm grateful for my crutches in a weird way. Yeah, it's exactly what I needed for this process and for this reassessment of the pace that I felt like I was going at, which is funny because I was running. And like, also, when I first injured, I kind of felt like, thank God. Like
relief.
I felt this relief of like, because like I just put so much pressure on myself and all of the training and all of the things that I wanted to do and this piled list of things, but also this core voice underneath telling me to slow down. And when I got back from Japan, I was talking to Brendan kind of about like two of the messages that I have been thinking about a lot and that were kept coming to me is like less rushing, just like so much less rushing. Like I want to be, not an inch of rush in a singular step, just fully.
Not an inch of rush in your step. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, the ankle ended up actually serving a lot of that wish and helped me with that and plan out my life and allow myself to go at a pace that feels a lot more sustainable and necessary and clear in order to actually achieve like the big goals that are possible. But I'm going to need some spaciousness around timing and priorities and planning and all of that in order to do it. So yeah, that was a little thing that happened and a positive from an injury. The other thing as well was like this change of routine and pace, because I was running like every second day, and because of the ankle I was like, oh well, I don't really know what I can do. Like I'm in crutches, I'm in a boot. And then I ended up going for like plops, I would call them. I went for plops. Which basically just meant me crutching over I would go to South Curly Pool and lower myself into the water, and that was my little outing for the day. And firstly, it was so much less rushing. I had so much more time surrounding it, less urgency, because I couldn't go to work and because I couldn't really do a lot of things out of the house that, fed into that. But yeah, I feel like I've just been talking.
No, it's good. That whole broken ankle,
saga,
sprained ankle was a rich experience.
Yeah.
Even from my point of view also.
What's your point of view?
Just seeing how you dealt with it, how you approached your recovery, with like how you felt knowing you couldn't do what you usually could do in the way that you would want to do it?
Can you elaborate on those things?
I don't know.
How did you feel like I took it? How did you feel like I felt? What was I doing from your perspective?
I think you reacted quite I don't know what the word is. Just like normally. Like you're frustrated, but also like at no point were you trying to fight it, which I think really helped.
Except for the one
time. A lot
time.
of acceptance.
Yeah.
Except for the one time.
The Guzman order. This was like right at the start of the injury where it would like, I couldn't really even stand up on it for very long.
The Guzman order. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's okay. Like, I think everyone was away. And I was like, oh no, I'll just get like Guzman delivered to the house. Like, whoa, like never would I ever do this, but like I'm gonna do this now. And then it got dropped off at a neighbor's house. And I nearly...
And she couldn't walk, by the way.
I couldn't walk. So I nearly had a full meltdown. I was just like so frustrated, and I debated.
Because they took a picture and you saw it was like 2 doors down.
Yeah, because it's like, arrived! And then I hobble myself to the front veranda and it's not there. Like, I go back to the bedroom. I look at this photo and it's like a few doors down, and I'm like, I just can't. And then I just like was frustrated, and I was like, okay, so like, do I reorder the Gizman? Do I like call someone?
What if they put the second order in their same place and they're like, oh, they didn't pick up their first one?
Well, I was just debating everything that I could do, and I was like, okay, let's go try and pick it up, okay? And I just felt like so shameful. I don't know like what it was, but I just felt like so like, I don't know, yeah, crutching to this Guzman and like picking it up with one hand and like hobbling around in the bag, like slapping into my crutch every time I crutched. Like I just felt like, I don't know. Anyway, I got it, and I actually ended up feeling really proud once I was home with the Guzman. I did that shit, so yeah.
Yeah, I can see it also clearly. I only laugh because it's unfortunate. And that's how I deal with unfortunate things.
Yeah.
I'm
just going to see what other questions got.
I've got one. If
Yeah.
you run out.
Yeah. It's better just to go off where we are now.
What do you think about AI, man? What do you think is going to happen?
This took a turn.
Where do you think we're at?
This took a
No,
turn.
I only say that because tomorrow, probably not tomorrow, but definitely the next time I'm in the studio and have time, which I'll make time. Anyway, I'm going to freaking set up an agent AI and just have it run in my computer 24/7 doing stuff.
Like, what kind of tasks is it going to be doing? Like, what do you imagine it doing?
Well, I don't know yet, but I'm
What?
thinking like, because like I could have it so that it can download and categorize sounds automatically for me. So every time I go to make music, there's just a bank of 6 sounds. Like have it scan the music that I've already got downloaded and think, oh, I'll download some sounds that are adjacent to that, so that I've always got a bank of sounds that it knows I would like to use. That would be sick. I could have it just like make ad copy and creative so that I can test a lot of messages and learn ads heaps faster. I could do it so I don't really have this issue yet, but I'm not far away from falling behind or struggling to keep up with communications from all the different places, like WhatsApp, like Messenger, like text messages, like comments, like DMs from both pages. And especially when I start building a bigger brand, that kind of information and ability to reach into the depths and pull out leads and stuff is just valuable. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
totally. Is there some sort of platform you can do that gets all of that sent to one spot that you can reply just from the one browser?
That's what it is.
The AI agent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So it's like ChatGPT, but you can just tell it to go do things. Like, obviously, from what I gather, you have to, like, do a little bit of coding to, like, set up a workflow
Yeah.
so that it knows what to do and it has access to everything.
Yeah.
But once you have it set up, like, it can just do it. Intermittently, it can do it when you ask it to. It can, you know.
So it kind of sounds like there's like a site called like If This Then That.
Mm.
And I think that's like setting up workflows and automations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from what I can gather, it can, like, build its own workflows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And automation. So, like, there's an add-on or a plugin or something that, like, if you, like, give your AI access to it, it would just improve itself from its failures. And so, like, if you go ask it to do something, it'll go fail, analyze why it failed, and then do it again.
Yeah, okay.
And then, like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I need something to tell me to do that. Like,
What do you mean?
like, go and do it and don't care to fail. Like, this has been...
I try and tell you, babe.
I know. And you do. And I am doing that.
Yeah.
As
true,
well.
true,
Like,
true.
they're all things that I'm doing and I'm stepping into fear. That's the other, like, major thing that at my front of mind in purpose and my intention for, this year is, like, stepping into action despite fear.
Yeah.
Like, doing it regardless and understanding that the fear is normal and doing action, being like, it's okay. If it's okay if it doesn't work, it's still a step.
Mm.
And it's actually good that if it fails, you can understand why it fails and do it again and do it again better. So, yeah, just that. Yeah, just going after everything. But yeah, the AI agent sounds sick. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
And surely you can do all of those things.
And
it's just
bro-
a matter of, like, prioritizing and seeing what you want to do first.
But, like, think about a higher leverage skill that you could have right now. I don't think you could have a higher leverage skill than knowing how to do that. Like,
How to set up
agents to fucking just do whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. I
Alright.
mean, there'd be so many businesses out there that would need that. Or that.
All of them, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no shit, 5-10 years, if your AI business doesn't have an AI agent, you don't have a chance,
Yeah.
I reckon.
Big
But
goals.
everyone's going to have one. Like, it's going to be like ChatGPT on steroids, you know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah. Well, I think ChatGPT will just develop into an agent.
Yeah, and it already is. Like, I think OpenAI announced it yesterday. Because now, I don't know if it's the first, but the agent that I'm setting up is called OpenClaw, which is built from Claude in some way and respect.
Yeah.
I think it's third party, but now Claude announced their own agent, and now all the other AI companies are doing it as well. Like ChatGPT, Gemini, fucking all of them, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's only a matter of time. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, and it'll be even cooler to, like, centralize it around, like, what you do, like music and helping artists in different ways. And if you can teach them about this as well as all the other things, it's just another extra added massive bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reckon Brian's going to be right, man. We're going to get to a point of time where shit's breaking so fast in society that no one knows what's going to happen. And our only priority will be to, like, just survive and, like, live it out type beat. You know what I mean?
What?
Well, like, think about it. Jobs will be taken.
Yeah.
And a large majority of jobs will be taken at some point in the future, whether it happens
Oh yeah, it's
in
already
3 months
it's
or
already
5
happening.
years. You know what
there's
I mean?
already a lot of, but there's also going to be new jobs.
For sure.
And crossovers.
But there's going to be time for us to like stabilize and figure out what those new jobs are going to be. Like someone who's an accountant today isn't going to lose their accountancy job and then the next day they'll be like, hey, here's a job for you with AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's going to be time.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. I think we should listen to that man.
Listen to what?
Brian Johnson.
That there's going to be like, what's the message that we're listening to?
That our number one priority when that happens should just be to survive. I mean, if that's going to happen right now, you should just start doing that in preparation so that you're not going backwards.
To survive. Like, isn't that what everyone is doing already? Like, I also think people in low states of like mental health are just like, I'm just trying to survive. Like, I know for me in depressive states was like, the most I could like think about was like, just survive.
Just not killing
just
yourself.
Get through today. Like, just
yeah.
somehow.
Maybe not.
So I feel like survive is like very much bare minimum.
I think his definition and my definition is probably different to just not dying, because just not dying allows you, and this is what he says, to like chase desire and dopamine and all the things that feel good but might not be good for you long term.
Yeah, that aren't sustainable.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But for me, to get out of a state of survival into something that felt like I was then wanting to create, being a creator, I actually, the thing for me, it was like I became exhausted. I became so tired and exhausted of like watching like YouTube or Netflix and like, I don't know, just so tired of like not creating. Like, I ended up getting exhausted by that. Like, eventually it's like, it's not doing anything. Like, I'm exhausted of this feeling.
By just surviving, you mean?
Yeah, and that pushed me to be like, okay, what do I actually want to do?
Yeah. But
that state, and that was like during COVID, like the first time. But like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of have faith that people are going to be like, okay, what now? Like, okay, yeah, we've got all the things.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
it's the human spirit, man.
I want some realness. I want to do, like, I think we're here to create, like, eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
We're hard to kill.
Yeah, I'm just like, I looked on this conversation from a third perspective and just went, bro, how I like verbalize things and use like attach words to meaning is so different to you. I was like, yeah, we're resilient, we'll do it, we're hard to kill, and then you're like, we're born to create.
That's why we've got duality. The yin to the yang.
The A-team, man. Fuck, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, what else? I feel like there was a couple more things that I wanted to like. Yeah. Are there any new practices or routines that have been grounding you or pushing you forward?
Music, always. Whenever I make music, I feel like the needle gets pushed. When I make a post that is genuine and with intention, needle gets pushed. Sleep is super important. When I have a good sleep, I feel like very grounded. Eat good food, exercise. The core four, you know what I mean? Fulfilling work, good sleep, good food, good exercise. Boom.
Yeah. It reminds me of the 10-minute video I watched of Brian Johnson yesterday.
Yeah.
It was this kind of like skit thing where it was like him talking to himself.
Yeah.
Have you seen this video?
No.
It was really good. It was just like, I think it was like 8 things, the 8 things you'd need to, I can't remember what it was titled, but like it was the 8 things you need to do to like live a good life or to like something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, number 1 was sleep.
Yeah.
getting good quality sleep, always waking up at the same time, always going to bed at the same time,
Yeah.
not eating 4 hours before.
Yeah.
And he then also added like snapshots of like all of this information and people like talking about that. And talking about like the garbage truck that comes around at
Yeah.
10:30 or depending on when you go to
Whenever
bed.
you go to bed at the same time.
That'll come around and it will drain your whole lymphatic system out. And if you're not going to bed consistently, it just won't come at all. So you just won't get that cleanse. You just won't get that renewal. Yeah, I don't know, like just the way that it was put so clearly, so like matter of fact, and like reinforcing all of this information that I've seen these practices listed, you know, elsewhere and
Yeah.
always kind of talked about, but just in one video that was like, just do these things
Yeah.
and you're going to be
Killing
amazing.
it, yeah.
You're going to be killing it. You're going to be like in your old age thanking you.
Yeah.
And from that, I've like set up like calendar reminders about these things. And I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just like making sure you have movement once a day, social connection, because life isn't meaningful without connection.
Yeah.
And prioritizing that and relationships. What else? Yeah, nutrients, eating real food, whole foods.
Yeah.
Movement. Yeah. I feel like that's the core ones that I'm
Yeah.
remembering. But yeah. Yeah, so like I made sure yesterday and today, like ever since I watched that video, like not eating 4 hours before.
Yeah.
And now I have like a reminder to like tell me that. I think just also setting up these things so you're actually like able to do it is so helpful.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and the other thing, it was like no blue light before bed
Yeah, for an hour.
yeah. And also in the morning.
Yeah.
Before bed, it's like you wanting to reduce all the stimulation, you know, change your heart rate to become lower.
Yeah.
And in the morning, it's because you're wanting to have clarity on what it is that you're wanting to do on the day, writing that down, having that. And that's something that I have been doing pretty well. And a lot of the time I'm writing an action list and gratitude. And after our Tony Robbins seminar that we did, it was like a free one at the start of it was in January? End of January?
Yeah.
Can't remember, or start of Feb, maybe. I think it was start of Feb. Yeah. He was talking about just the power of gratitude. And I know that if I start my day off like that, it's really helpful. And tapping into like archetypes of myself. So like, shall we do it? Okay. Ready? Make the sound of your warrior. And then it's also like an embodiment. So you're like getting your whole body into this thinking of the warrior. Where does that warrior live?
Yeah.
What sound does it make? And then I write from the warrior's perspective. What does the warrior want me to know? And then I go, the Joker?
Magician. Yours sounds like a joker.
Mine sounds like a joker, so that's why I get it mixed up. Make the sound of your magician.
I love how like it's so funny, man. On the first time we said that and I heard that, we both just laughed, and then she tried doing like a similar sound to me, and then it didn't work. She just went back to the giggle again.
Well, the magician is like the eye viewing over everything, and knows.
It's the thing that knows everything, and everything is easy, and you already know the answers. And yeah,
it's like your intuition.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like when I catch myself and I catch my intuition, I'm always giggling. Like I'm like, I see you. So that's why for me it's just like so then I write what that part of me wants to know about my day. And then there's the lover. So make the sound of your lover.
Copied me.
And then writing about what the lover has to say, what the lover, is. And then finally, the sovereign. Make the sound of your sovereign. And what does the sovereign have to talk to you about? So it's kind of like the sovereign is this part of you that sees over everything and is the highest version of yourself.
Yeah. The way you said it in the summit is, what does the sovereign have to say to your warrior, your magician, and your lover? And then what does he have to say to you, or she have to say to you?
Yeah. And then from that, I decided I wanted to like tap into those elements daily. And I don't do it every single day, but I do it, I would say, every second day. And then, action steps. And it just helps me get in the framework of like my core belief and like where I'm going and my purpose. And it's a good way to start. Yeah.
Big things, bruv.
Big things coming. Big things happening.
Yeah.
It was cool to be here.
About to change the world.
Already are.
Oh. Mic drop.
Thanks for listening, and we hope you're staying blessed. Bye.
So true. Peace.
Peace.